Welcome to Guitar Animal. My name is Jesse. Today we're going over fretting a note, getting your fingertips ready to hold down those wires so that you can make a sound pinched off of the frets. This is actually very difficult at first. You're going to find as you start playing guitar as a brand new player that your fingertips really hurt. That's unavoidable. And your fingers aren't going to be very strong at first, but we'll talk about how that builds very quickly your finger strength and those calluses that you need. We're going to play one song that is a good exercise in itself to be able to use all those muscles you need and build up those calluses on each fingertip. That song is This It by The Strokes. It's a very simple song. Don't get discouraged at me saying it's simple. It is kind of tough when you're just starting. So it uses every finger, and I'm just going to play it through one time, and then we'll go over what's tough about fretting, fix those issues, and play it again as an exercise. Here we go. Okay, that's the riff. You can see my pinky, and if you're thinking about not using your pinky as a guitar player, I would just get over that and surrender to the fact that the pinky is very useful. You're going to want to use all four fingers when you're fretting eventually. So don't try to avoid it. It's very worth it. Going through those initial growing pains. That pinky is holding down this note that's on the B string on the 10th fret. And that's kind of its own little rhythm line, I guess. It's not really a bass note, so I can't call it a bass line. But and then my other three fingers play this little melody. Now, as you're holding down your pinky, that stretch can be pretty difficult. So I would just try doing that without playing. See if you can get that stretch down. Eventually, your hands will get used to it, and you will be able to do that. Okay, and even more difficult, the song moves that rhythm note up, and you need to be able to reach that fret. Little tough, but it's a good exercise to start out with to get used to stretching across multiple frets. Okay, let's go over what's tough about fretting here. You might, as you fret a note, say between these two, with my ring finger and my pinky, you might end up accidentally muting another string with your finger. Okay, we don't want that. So here's the technique. You're going to want to really curl your fingertips over. Don't lay them flat like this because you're going to run into muting. You want them to curl. Raise this up here. Get in focus. There we go. Again, might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but it's essential. Eventually, it's going to feel just like pressing buttons on a keyboard or something. So don't stress it. Just let your fingers do the learning. Let your fingers learn. It takes practice. It takes reps. It takes sleep. Ultimately, we're talking about muscle memory and conditioning. Your fingertips do need a little bit of conditioning, building up the calluses. Don't hurt yourself, but it is going to be a little bit painful. Don't let yourself get into pain beyond reason, though. Okay, you want to be able to recover. Let your fingertips rest. Let your finger muscles rest. Come back at it the next day, and I guarantee it will be a little bit better. Really, I think the sweet spot for building muscle memory is around day 3. So the first couple of days, you get some reps in. You get to your minimal pain threshold, saying like, "Yeah, this is kind of uncomfortable now. I'll put the guitar down, get some sleep, come back at it the next day," and you'll notice all as if by magic, you're better at playing guitar than you were the last couple days you were putting reps in. I promise it's there. Give yourself time, let your hands learn, and you will come around. Don't get discouraged. Okay, so that curling of the fingertips is very important. Curl it so that you're pressing straight down on the strings. You're not laying over any strings. You're curling up and down like a C shape right on there. And that's going to help you put pressure on it as well. So if you look at my thumb, I'm just basically pinching between the two, not too hard, and you'll find a good pressure for yourself as far as how much to press down. Just feel it out. Again, don't get yourself into too much pain, but it is going to hurt a little bit. All right. So as far as this riff goes for an exercise, excellent riff for a beginning exercise to get good at fretting with all your fingers. And then the pinky slides up 1 fret. Back down 1 fret with the pinky. Simple song, but if you play along with the record, it's pretty satisfying. I like the melody, I like the strokes, so I would, if you don't like that one, find another song that you might enjoy more. Let's see, find the right note there. That's another good one. Fast Car, Tracy Chapman. Um, well, we've done this in a previous video. Okay, Jumping Jack Flash, Rolling Stones. Google or search, actually DuckDuckGo, one line guitar riffs, 1 string guitar riffs, and there'll be plenty out there for you. And again, the big thing here is just building up the conditioning in your fingers. It's going to hurt at first. Don't do anything like, these myths out there, like hockey players soak their hands in urine or something. It's gross, but that's an actual real, hopefully a myth. Just give it time. Get your hand on the fretboard, on the wires, pinching them down a few times a day, ideally. Um, and that riff, Is This It by the Strokes, will work every muscle you need, each finger relative to the other. Here's the toughest one, pointer to pinky. It's a very awkward feeling at first. It's going to build up that muscle that you probably haven't ever used before because it's a pretty unique movement that takes some strength, and you're going to build up those calluses. Sleep on it, be patient with yourself, let the hands do the learning, and you'll make it sound good. That's fretting. Join us in the next video. We're going to use the same riff to go over picking. All right, thanks for joining. This is Guitar Aminal. I'll see you next time.